Hello, I'm Zinnah. I hope many of you know me. I'm a teacher. I've been teaching the O-level and A-level students for the last 12 years. In this long journey, I've worked at several famous institutions, including Sunbeams, as well as I taught thousands of students in my personal care. Every of the semester, I get many new students who come here for their O-level preparation, eventually complete their A-level with me. I'm glad to say that most of the students I teach have their best result in chemistry. It's a really matter of immense pleasure to have this feedback from my students. Recently, I've decided to have interviews with my brilliant students who are having world-class result so that our new learners, new students can benefit of them. In these interviews, I've asked them some common questions, which are, which of the subjects they had best result. I also wanted to know from them how do they evaluate our support for their chemistry preparation. As you know, they've joined with us for the A-level course after completing their O-level with us. So I asked them, was the decision to join with us for the A-level course was right? I asked them to suggest the new students how they can also have very good result like them. Now let's see how do they respond to my questions. Which of the subjects have you had best result?
I would definitely say it was chemistry. First of all, I got 4 A stars in all of my 4 subjects, but chemistry was my best. I got like full world test marks in AS in chemistry, while full marks in 2 of the 3 units in A2.
My result were 2 A stars and 1 A star in chemistry and maths and an A in physics.
I've just recently completed my A-level from academia, and I've got 3 subjects, physics, chemistry and maths, and in all subjects I've got above 90% marks. I've got my best result in chemistry, which is above 90% marks, 284 in AS and 286 in A2 chemistry.
I got my best results in chemistry.
I did good in most of my subjects in A-levels, but definitely I did best in chemistry.
I am Sumaya Akhtar. I am studying in Bangladesh Medical College. I have completed my A-levels from academia with 4 subjects, and I have the best result in chemistry.
Well, I scored pretty much well in all of the subjects, but my best result was in chemistry, in which I scored 298 out of 300, which is a pretty great feat considering the syllabus of A-levels.
Now I want to know, how do you evaluate our support, our effort for your chemistry preparation?
I would definitely say it was one of the best I can ever ask for in chemistry, your teaching, because first of all, thanks to your teaching, I get to get good marks in other subjects. But in chemistry, all of my studies used to happen in my during the class. So I got like ample amount of time to study other subjects at home, and there is no tension, zero tension in chemistry. I have like kind of no headache. What am I gonna score in chemistry? All thanks to his teaching. I would really say that the short test was like very helpful, because it keeps it keeps me as well as many of my people like peers up to date with this study. Because if there is a test about 1 hour every 2 weeks, so they are obviously going to study at home, like compared to tests happening 1 out of like every 2 months. Obviously, it helps to keep me in a positive mind, helps to think that yes, I can do better. If I get kind of 90% out of 100, then I can feel that okay, I got 90% this time, I'm gonna do better at the next time. So that the motivation, all your talks help me to think like this way.
First of all, I would like to thank you, Zinnah Sir, for supporting me throughout. And secondly, I would say that the regularity of the tests and the classes were very important in helping me throughout my O-levels, AS and A2. Since I have done all of the 3, I have taken preparation with your help in both my A-levels and my O-levels. I think examples work best For example, when you used to give us examples of great people like, say, Mahatma Gandhi or Modi, for example, these things used to trigger some sort of positive influence in us, in all of us actually, not only me. I've known people who has been motivated by you. So these examples were a great help, and also you have always noticed about the active participation of students in the class, and I am very thankful for which.
Actually, it can be evaluated. It was like a total state package of education. Actually, the assignment in class, class lectures, class tests, weekly class tests, and well-monitored class, well-arranged lectures, and I'm actually the luckiest. I think I got the best chemistry teacher. The class environment was very nice, and the clarity of the lectures made our confusion clear, and we all the lessons that we read in class was finished in the class, and nothing was left for studying in our home, and which helped us to focus on other subject and made a good result.
I think the support was excellent. The mock papers we received all had custom questions, all created by Zinnah Sir himself, and he actually cares about the students. The question that he gives us is not to be found anywhere else. So the practice material is very rich here. And the best thing about Zinnah Sir is he motivates all the students, because as the exams come nearby, most of the students get depressed, and Zinnah Sir is the best people for motivation you can get.
I really appreciated it so much, mainly because you made us go through a lot of tests, not to mention the innumerable worksheets that you gave us, and that was a very good exercise in education, so I think that is a quality to admire. Yeah, it was definitely, there weren't any distractions as I've seen, because the classroom was usually always quiet, so there's more space for concentration, and the environment mainly was very good. It was excellent for learning.
It's like without the help of Zinnah Sir, I couldn't have completed my A-levels so easily. At first, he had always tried to explain everything very clearly, so that our concepts are clear, and this helped me to manage all the calculations in chemistry, which is very important to get A. All the calculations are very difficult if these are not.
You joined with us for your A-level. After completing your O-level with us, do you think now your decision for joining with us for your A-level right? I mean, are you happy for doing your A-level with us?
Obviously, there isn't any other I don't see anyone else teaching better than you, because like the way of your teaching. I have also many friends who got their chemistry teaching from other teachers, and when I compared them to Zinnah Sir, I feel like his one is far more better, literally. So obviously my decision was the best.
Yes, your help, your guidance was definitely a very key role into my doing good of chemistry.
Definitely, it was definitely right, because I did much better in A-levels than I did in O-levels, so definitely that was a really good decision.
Absolutely, absolutely. Actually, after A-levels, I shifted teachers for 2 months. Then I came back to Zinnah Sir because he was the most compatible with me.
Yes, it was right. Since I have got my best result in chemistry, so I would say, Alhamdulillah, it was a good decision. So without the support, it wouldn't be possible for me.
Yes, I am very much happy about rejoining during A-levels, because as I previously said, Sir is a very good teacher. He gives you everything you need, and if you ever lack something, he's always there to remind you that you should do better. Or
now have some suggestions for our new learners, new students, so that they can also have very good result like you.
Obviously, they would be attentive to the lectures, if they have anything others in their mind, they should kind of let them go during the class and be like truthfully attentive to sir's lectures. First of all, I would like to say to them that you should have a really positive mind. If you get bad result in one test, don't just get bad enough. Try to do harder next time and have a simple minded thinking. Don't think everything complex. And of course, during the exam time, you need to solve question paper more and more, because I believe that's the one of the best way. And the best way, I would really suggest that to be like 100% attentive during sir's class. That was exactly my way. That exactly worked for me. I was kind of the attentive, tried to be attentive, most attentive in the class, and for this, hence for this result, I do not have to study that much at home. Like with chemistry, I was 100% sure that okay, I'm gonna do like get best marks. Obviously, like if that works for me, then obviously I'm going to suggest that you should try this way, because I believe for many people this is the best way. Be attentive at class and have a positive mind about things, perspective. Obviously, I would really suggest to the students that they should have the maximum level. The goal should be set at the maximum level, so that if they cannot achieve that level, so at least they would get something which is far more better, at least something. For instance, if one actually aims for 300 full marks, then at least they would get S, sir, which is kind of more than enough for their future career.
I think everyone should set a target. For me, getting an A star was the best I could do, but some people can, 600 out of 600 is the best they can do. So I think if someone knows that they have the capability in them to do that much, they should push themselves until that point where they can achieve the best from their effort. Because for some people, B is the best that they can do, and that B is the A star for them, because that's how much effort they can put. Well, everyone can do the best, but well, I studied chemistry a lot. I solved a lot of question papers. I am very happy with my result, and my results are good. I think dedication is the most important thing. Working hard is the most important thing. I worked hard too. Liking something, it could be anything, something academic or something extracurricular. You have to like something, you have to feel something with that depth in order to work on it hard enough to achieve the best possible result you can achieve.
Well, the support from Zinnah Sir you will get will be excellent, but you have to work for it yourself. The main thing to do is do not leave your studies for a long time. The most important thing to do is attend the classes regularly and attentively, because most of the thing told in the class is the most important thing you'll ever learn. Do not leave your studies for the exam to come. Finish everything on every day, the lessons that is being given every day. And if you are very attentive in class, you don't need to study that much in home. And another thing, you should solve question papers as much as you can.
Everyone's way of studying is different, but there are certain things that we can follow in order to get better results, definitely. What I used to do is I used to attend all of my classes, most definitely, and most of the work is done in the classroom. And given that you had given us so many tests, we had continuous practice. We didn't have to do any extra work or any extra effort. We just had to study for those frequent tests. That was it. So being regular is definitely a thing. Concentrate, giving your 100% in the classroom is always key to getting better marks. So there's always that. Definitely try to take more breaks, but always keep in mind to put in a certain amount of hours in studying every day. You will definitely want to have a certain aim, like say I will score an A star or I want to score full marks. So if you're wanting to score full marks, you will score definitely better than an A star. But if you're wanting an A, you will not score an A star. So that's how it goes. Always aim for the highest possible thing and work for it. Because if you're if you're sitting for the tests regularly, if you're studying for them regularly, yes, of course, the attention. If you're paying attention, if you're giving your tests, if you're studying properly and in time, then there's no space for any errors. You're gonna do great. There is definitely a gap, a big gap between O-levels and A-levels, but it can get tough, but it is not impossible to score good results in A-levels. If you're working hard enough, if you're doing your tasks in time, then I think you can, it is possible to get really good marks. Well, if you're regular in class, that's one thing, but if you're regular and you're concentrating in class, that's another. So if someone comes to class regularly but doesn't concentrate, that doesn't mean they'll do good. They need to concentrate, definitely. You need to come regularly, but you also need to concentrate in class, put in your 100% if you want to do really good. Otherwise you won't. That's
At first, as you have always taught us that we should set our goal to be successful. Unless we set our goal, we can't actually reach anywhere. So at first we have to set our goal, and then we have to be attentive in class, because we need to listen to everything that you say. So we need to be attentive, and most of all, and most importantly, we have to study regularly. Without studying regularly, it will be very difficult to do good, because the things that we need to study are so much. If we don't study regularly, we can't actually cope up at the last moment. We have to always keep in touch with the studies, whatever the lecture is. We have to always go through all the lectures after getting done with the class. If we study regularly, the things that we study are less. If we study at one time, there will be a lot of things to study. If we don't study regularly, so we have to be regular to do good results. From my childhood, I have always wanted to be a doctor, so it was like it was my fixed goal. So I have always studied like that, so that the path in front of me get easier. If we have the faith and if we can set our goal, we can actually reach wherever we want.
Well, I think the support I got was really great. Attending class here, all I had to do was just be attentive, because Sir is such a great teacher. He gives all of the materials that we need to score well. All you have to do is just listen to him. You have to study a little bit at home maybe, because of course you can't just attend the class and remember everything, but you do have to be attentive and just maybe read through the notes once a day, or yeah, you just gotta you have to have a goal. You can't just reach something that you want without thinking that you want to reach it. So you have to think that yes, I have to get this result, and I will get this result.
Finally, I want to say, as a teacher, I wish you good health, good future, and good life. Thank you for watching this video and being with us.